Talk. Ay, mali. May feathers. Pok. Joke lang po. Hi, hello. Kumusta kayo? At na-miss ko ang Laguna. My name is Miss Yuki Ito. A 16-year-old stunner. Wow! 17-year-old stunner. 18? Ay, nako. Okay, it's not about how old or how young you are. Dahil ngayong gabi po, labanan ito ng ganda, talento, at talino. Kaya naman po, I am wearing this beautiful creation of Mr. Jovan Lim, a modern sari manok costume that represent our brother and sisters from the Mindanao. Ladies and gentlemen, ang tanging hiling ko lang po ngayong gabi, nawa ay makarinig kami ng palakpakan at hiyawan mula sa inyong lahat. Once again, this is Miss Yuki Ito, ang baby girl of the night. Thank you. Wala pong mamamatay o masusunugan ng bahay. Kung lahat po tayo ay magpapalakpakan! Once again, ang hindi po malakpak, kasabay ng malakas na hiyawan, mamamatayo ang buong pamilya. Siyempre, joke lang po yun. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable panel of judges, good evening. When I came here at San Pablo City, province of Laguna, and seeing all of the candidates that I'm competing with, I was wondering, how can I stand out? Because yes, I don't have big boobs, big hips, even the perfect face that all of you want. But I remember, people call me a legend. That is why tonight, allow me to share my humblest triumphs. Last 2023, I was crowned as your Binibining Gay Pilipinas Universe that was held at Pasig City, Philippines. And I am also your newly crowned Queen of Tres Barrios 2024 that was held at the province of Laguna. And opo, ako nga po, ang minsan nyo na pong napanood sa Kapuso Mo Jessica Soho at sa Rated K bilang estudyante sa umaga, Contessera sa gabi. My real name is Kyla Kagin. I'm 24 years old, a proud AB Mass Communication graduate, majoring broadcast journalism from one of the finest universities in the Philippines, from the home of the Tamaraws, Far Eastern University. A proud Dean's Lister for 4 consecutive semesters, and standing in front of you is a legitimate graduate of Magna Cum Laude. Thank you so much. Tonight, allow me to carry the image of your one and only Empress, ang babaeng sumigaw ng Darna sa ABS-CBN, Miss Jane De Leon. Miss Jane De Leon na hindi po mag-iiwan ng bastos na kasabihan, ngunit isa lamang pong katotohanan para sa mga hurado ngayong gabi, ang tunay na pambansang kasuotan ay hindi binabase sa laki, sa ganda, ngunit ito po ay nasa pagdadala. Thank you!
Ngayon pa lamang po ay humihingi na ako ng kapatawaran. Ngunit kung kasiyahan po ang maibibigay namin sa bawat isa sa inyo ngayong gabi, beautiful people of San Pablo City, Province of Laguna, wala po bang masigabong palakpakan at higawan ko? Maraming salamat po. Never ever be confused with my personality and attitude, because my personality is me, and my attitude always depends on you. For I always believe that many has been part of the history, but only you can bend history itself. On this night of the spectacle and public display, we exceptional trans beauties all over Philippines bend history, and that's forever be our story. Just marahay na mag-isa itong boss. This beautiful young lady standing right here before you is only 20 years of age thinner. I am not going to mention any of my life successes because I know that the judges' task is to judge us based on our tonight's performance, never with our background or achievement. I am Samantha Skyfero, hailing all the way last from Muntinlupa City, but tonight, allow me to carry the image of one of the most beautiful face and showbiz industry. Ako po ang babaeng umakit sa mapanlinglang na puso ni Ginoong Daniel Padilla. Ang pinakabagong ahas sa telebisyon. Walang 11 years, Miss Andrea Brillantes. Honorable panel of judges, hindi po ako makikipagsabayan sa mga malalaswa at bastos na kasabihan sapagkat dala ko po ang aking pinag-aralan. Lagi po nating tatandaan na sa ganitong uri ng patimpala, kapag nakalalamang po sa mga manonood ay pawang mga kabataan. Ano man ang mamatawi sa aming bibig, nagsisilbing tama sa paningin ng mga bata. Kung kaya't isa na lamang po ang katotohanan, mahirap ang magpakababae kung hindi ka tunay na babae. Mahirap ang magpakalalaki kung hindi ka tunay na lalaki. Ngunit mas mahirap ang magpakatao kung hindi ka marunong rumispeto ng kapwa mo tao. Once again, I am your candidate number 3, Miss Andrea Brillantes, saying, ang lalaking hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan, nagdalala sa aking kagandahan. Maraming salamat po.
malayo-layo pa ho ng Sorsogon, Bicol. Wala po bang palakpakan dyan? Wala po bang hiyawan dyan? All the way from the resilient heartlands of Bicolandia, I rise as a radiant beacon of intellect and unyielding character, representing the indomitable spirit of a Bicolana. Maoragon, Magayon. My name is Maria Chescadine, and I'm all the way last from the land that proudly celebrates Parao Festival, Municipality of Pilar, Province of Sorsogon. A proud graduate of Bicol University, and I take a Bachelor of Arts in Communication. A beauty queen, a fashion model, and an endorser. And before I leave the stage, allow me to end this by saying, ang taong nagpapakataas ay siyang ibinababa. At ang taong nagpapakumbaba ay siyang itinataas. Because in this world, we are born to be true and never, ever to be perfect. Thank you for welcoming a Bicolana in this very auditorium right now. Maraming salamat ho.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kennedy. Please be standing for candidate number 4.
Judges, please feel the free taste of our product. Kaya kung gusto niyo pong bumili ng pianonos na ng Carlan, hanapin niyo po ang Angeli Josephine's Bake Shop. Muli, maraming salamat po at magandang gabi.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Wala po ba palakpakan dyan? Wala rin po ba hiyawan dyan? Marami pong salamat. I always believe that the best thing to be accepted is just to be yourself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. A girl is standing before you is a fresh and indeed innocent, just only 21 years old this summer. And I am very proud and humble because I am your It Showtime Miss Q&A Season 3 Queen of the Multiplex First runner-up. My name is Miss Karen Montesilio, and I am truly all the way where the place that you can experience just like a silver lining. Yes, I am all the way from Tondo, Manila. But tonight, since this is a pageant, allow me to stand by the name of your one and only. I am the only girl who captured the heart of Mr. Ronnie Alonte. Opo, tama po kayong lahat. Ako po si Amy at minsan si Baby sa Pira-Pirasong Paraiso. Bakit hindi niyo po sabay-sabay subukang palakpakan at hiyawan ang nag-iisang kawakes ni Binibining Liza Andalio. And I always believe, si Bis Amar Amor, if you want to be loved, learn how to love. And if you want to be respected, learn how to respect. Judges, I am your candidate number 6. Mark my number because I will give you the best show and a night to remember. Thank you.
Once again, queen number 6.
festival costume itself. Well, I think among all the candidates who rank on the same stage, I'm the only girl and the only candidate who fits for that criteria. Because I'm not just wearing a Filipiniana costume that symbolizes our pride as a Filipino, but I am wearing a Filipiniana costume who symbolizes our Black Nazareth who held in Quiapo, Manila. To become what you are and to become what you're capable of becoming is the secret of a happy life. In every living soul, they have different kind of talent, perseverance, and wit. So never be afraid. Spectacular ending to each and every one. My name is Lovely Imperial, and yes, I am proud to say that I'm only 18-year-old sinner who all the way left from the garden capital of Laguna, municipality of Bay. But tonight, please do allow me to hear the image of the one and your only woman na minsan niyo namang pinagsagan bilang your social media goddess. Please do allow me to hear the image of Miss Donalyn Bartolome. Miss Donalyn Bartolome ho na hindi po mag-iwan ng isang bastos na kasabihan. Dahil si 40% ng mga manonood ngayon ay pawang mga kabataan. Na sa kabila ho ng nararanasan nating pandemya, mas piliin ho natin magpakalat ng mga nakaka-inspire na informasyon. Dahil sa huli ho, tayo lang kung mga Pilipino ang magtutulungan upang malagpasan lahat ng problema ang ating kinaharap sa mundo. Marami ho akong nakikitang nakanuot ang noo dahil sinasabi nila na ako ang pinakabata sa lahat ng kandidatang umakyat sa entabladong ito. Ngunit kapag talento, talino na ang pinag-usapan. Tabi, kaya-kaya kong makipagsapaw. Once again, I'm your candidate number 7, greeting all mabuhay, and please enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7.
A journey with 1,000 miles begin with a single step. A girl in front of you is Tetel Cadabisho, a 21-year-old tenor who truly all the way laughs in the fascinating, majestic way. Beautiful places from the home of the Pahiyas Festival of Yanong Rikit, Balinganda, Lukban, probinsya ng Quezon. Thank you. But tonight, please do allow me to stand by the name of your one and only, the sexiest, the prettiest, and the gorgeous, ang babae bumihag sa pihikang puso ni Mr. Joshua Garcia. Make way for Miss Julia Barreto. Julia Barreto na nagsasabi, sa kagustuhan ko nating maging magaling, nakakalimutan na nating maging mabuti. And wearing the festival costume that is significant to the most celebrated festival in Quezon Province, Niyog-Yugan Festival. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much, candidate number 8.
just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah, I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride.
Grading Queen 2024, number 1.
Thank you so much. Receive your cash.
Number 4.
Please join us here on stage. Number 8. Congratulations. Thank you so much, ladies. Please go back to your number 7. Congratulations.
no other than candidate number 6.
We are now going to announce a final spot para sa ito. San Pablo City, anong numero ang gusto nyo? Congratulations! Dahil sa'yo na ang mahuling pwesto, Queen number 4! Congratulations! Number 4! Hawak ng partner. Alright, your question is? Alright, question number 4. I'll read the question twice for you. And here is your question, Queen number 1. Alright. The question is, DJ, pahina na sa if you will choose amongst your contender tonight, who do you think is the least deserving of the crown and why? Again, I'll repeat the question. If you will choose among your contender tonight, who do you think is the least deserving of the crown and why?
Every single candidate who's here tonight is equally beautiful, talented, and intelligent. So I think if I'm given the chance to choose one list or the one candidate that I think is the least amongst the rest, who is gonna be? Well, definitely I will choose no one. Because as a pageant queen, we don't want other candidates to actually look at us or see us as least contender. Ayoko pong maghanap ng pinakamahina o pinaka-hindi deserving sa mga kandidatang ito dahil kada tungtong namin ng ganitong patimpala, naniniwala ako na lahat kami ay deserving manalo ng corona. Nasa hurado na po ang desisyon kung sino nga ba ang hihirangin natin ngayong gabi. Ngunit para sa akin, hindi ko na kailangan pumili pa sa kanilang lahat dahil may tiwala ako sa kakayahan ng bawat kandidata na nandito po sa inyong harapan. But rather, let me choose one thing. Let's choose a winner. I hope that tonight, napipiliin po ng mga hurado ang isang reyna na may busilak na puso, hindi lamang ganda ng mukha, hindi lamang buhok, o ganda ng pangangatawan. Ngunit, ang reyna na handang humarap sa inyo at magpakatotoo anuman ang sabihin nila. Marami yung nagsasabi, baklang bato-bato, baklang tatuan, baklang matigas. Ngunit, sa ganitong uri ng patimpala, lagi niyong tatandaan, may baklang kalbong tatatag. Tonight, I hope that you will crown the king amongst all queens. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Queen number 1. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. They always say that discrimination is the biggest struggle or problem that LGBT faces. Now, why do you think people don't understand us and criticize our gender? And what can you suggest to solve it? Again, your question is, they always say that discrimination is the biggest struggle or problem that LGBT faces. Now, why do you think that people who's not in our community don't understand us and criticize our gender? And what can you suggest to solve it?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what do I think? That the people is still, what's your name again?
People don't understand.
Yes, don't understand that we LGBT is, I think, service.
That LGBT is being criticized and discriminated.
So ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I think because LGBT itself didn't respect themselves first. Because I believe that respect begins respect. Respetuhin muna natin ang ating mga sarili bago tayo respetuhin ng ibang tao. Ladies and gentlemen, ang daming baklang ngawa ng ngawa, daing ng daing, dahil hindi kami nire-respeto ng mga tao sa paligid namin. Ngunit kung titingnan natin sa kabilang banda, kami ba bakla? Nirespeto ba namin ang sarili namin? So ladies and gentlemen, how could I fight it? The mathematical method. Ladies and gentlemen, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. First, I add positivities to ourselves, then subtract the negativities. But the people in respect, it will be multiplied so that the people are able to divide, respect, love, and understanding to us LGBTQIA+ community. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of our journey, still, we are all human. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember that since 1963, according to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder, that being a gay is never been a sin. It has never been an abnormality or disability, but rather we can think like a man and we can think like a woman. We can feel like a man and we can feel like a woman. If man can do, and women can do, I am pretty sure that we can do better. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember that LGBT lives gets better if we are together. Thank you and good evening.
What an acronym. Thank you so much. Philippines is considered as third world country. Given all its problems, if given the chance to choose one government sector that needs improvement the most, what government sector would it be and why? I'll repeat. Philippines is considered as a third world country. Given all its problems, if given a chance to choose one government sector that needs improvement the most, what government sector would it be and why? Everyone, let's listen.
It is really a sad truth that Philippines is labeled as one of the third world country. It is just sad that we all have the resources in order for us to have a better and progressive country. It just happened that there's a lot of problems that is going on. It is not just something that can be solved by the government, but this is something that can be solved if we are people is going to work hand in hand. If there is a government sector that has to be improved, that is a sector that works on employment. Why? It is because I believe that if each and every single Filipino will be able to have a job, a profession, then no one is going to struggle. Imagine if your parents is not having a hard time to find a job. They will be able to provide the education that you deserve. They will be able to have a food at the table that you deserve. And you're not even going to have to struggle having your own shelter or a home for you to feel protected. It is very important for the people of the Philippines to have employment so that no one among our Filipino people who have burned their eyebrows just to finish their degree in the college to go in different country for them to work abroad. Hindi na po natin kailangan lumipat pa ng ibang bansa upang matustusan ang pangangailangan ng ating pamilya. Hindi na po natin kailangan magsilbi pa sa ibang tao dahil kung mayroon pong trabaho para sa bawat isang Pilipino, walang taong magugutom, walang taong lalaki ng mangmang, lahat tayo ay uunlad. Simple lamang po at payak, ngunit lubos kong pinaghisipan at galing sa aking puso at isipan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, candidate number 6, I will repeat the question twice. This is your question. From the basic education to K-12 program, the Philippines Department of Education has launched a revised basic education curriculum labeled Matatag. The curriculum will be implemented in phases from August 2024 to 2028. DepEd's Matatag, the agenda aims to produce competent, job-ready, active, responsible and patriotic citizens in the country. My question is, as a part of this generation, what are your thoughts and opinion in changing this curriculum again? I will repeat the question.
Haba ng question, 1 minute. 1 minute.
From the basic education.
Wow! Maraming salamat po sa isang napakagandang katanungan. Marahil ang pananaw ko po sa pagbago ng K-12 dito sa ating henerasyon or sa aming henerasyon is I am in favor for that. Bakit? Dahil kung hindi niyo po alam or naitatanong, marami pong mga kabataan ang humihinto sa pag-aaral dahil sa kukulungan, sa kanilang salapi, at hindi sapat na trabaho ng kanilang mga magulang. Kung mawawala po ang K-12 at magkakaroon ng panibagong rebase na magsisilbing aktibo, na meron ng mag-aabang na trabaho para sa mga estudyante na katulad ko, sino po ang hindi papabor na mas maliliit na lamang po ang pag-aaralan ng mga kabataan? Hindi na po tayo hahanto hanggang K-12. Tayo na lamang po ay merong high school na first year, second year, third year, at fourth year. At kapag tayo ay fourth year na, ay pwede na tayo makapagtrabaho at makatulong sa ating mga pamilya. Lagi po natin tatandaan, pabor po ko na makatulong ng mas maaga ang mga kabataang tulad ko, lalo't kami, hirap sa kahirapan. Kaya sumasaludo po ako sa government na sa pagbibigay bukas ng kanilang kaalaman upang masuportahan ang mga kabataang tulad ko. At kung susuportahan po natin ang bawat hakbang ng ating government, when definitely our Philippines will be stand up and we will be the better Filipino. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Sagalahan or Flores de Mayo is a huge part of the Filipino culture, and as time goes by, LGBT members are participating in this kind of celebration. But they are being mocked and bashed that they are disrespecting this religious practice. Now, do you think LGBT members have the right to participate in this practice? Why or why not?
At this very moment of time, we are celebrating Pride Month, wherein we are recognizing every form of gender, and we are engaging every LGBT individuals in any form of activities. And at the same time, we are celebrating Flores de Mayo, in which I have learned during my study in high school that Flores de Mayo means flowers of May, in which means that we give flowers to the Blessed Virgin Mary as our form of devotion and faith to her. And it's just so ironic that being considered as second most gay-friendly in Southeast Asia, a lot of people still think that engaging ourselves to Flores de Mayo is actually a form of mockery and a form of stereotyping. I would like to commend the people of San Pablo, especially the LGBT San Pablo, for creating a sensible platform just like Flores de Mayo, because this would actually create gender sensitivity and inclusivity in any forms of gender. And I strongly believe that just like Virgin Mary, she is a woman. And those trans women who engage themselves in Flores de Mayo are women. So let us learn how to open our minds and free ourselves from the heteropatriarchal society. Because as LGBT members, we are all entitled to engage ourselves in any form of activities, and we should never ever let the mockery of other people define us and hinder us towards reaching our dreams and aspirations. Because just like Flores de Mayo, we the LGBT community are just like flowers. We are deserving to bloom, to bloom, and to blossom. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Queen, isa sa inyo. Pero gusto ko lang i-comment silang lahat. Sobrang gagaling ng top 5 sa talent portion. Grabe. Binuhay nyo ang dugong lupa na mga taga San Pablo. One of the best in talent I've seen tonight. Alright. Congratulations, you are our best in talent. Queen number 8.
Congratulations, Queen number 8. You are the best talent for this year's Miss Grand Gay Queen 2024.
Congratulations, Queen number 8, best in talent. Court runner-up is Queen number 6.
Third runner-up is no other than candidate number 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second runner-up is Queen number 4. And to award also and crown our first ever Miss Grand Gay Queen, we would like to request Macy Badenas to join us here tonight, right here on the center stage. The Laguna Gay Queen 2018.
Our first runner-up and our title holder will receive both bouquet of flowers and sash.
Our first runner-up will receive 12,000 pesos.
Cash, of course. Our title holder, or our Miss Grand Gay Queen 2024, will receive
20,000 pesos. Here we go. San Pablo City, ang numerong babanggitin ko ay ang kauna-unahang Miss Grand Gay Queen 2024. Ang numerong hindi ko mababanggit automatically ay ang ating first runner-up. I repeat, ang numerong babanggitin ko ay ang ating winner, the Miss Grand Gay Queen 2024. The number that I won't be reading is the first runner-up. Automatically. Here we go. San Pablo City, siya ang inyong kauna-unang Miss Grand Gay Queen 2024.